And it's Ribery. Now it's Icardi. Cucurella finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Yeah, you'll need to keep your eye on him, Peter, because he'll be popping up at both ends of the pitch. He just has tremendous stamina. He seems to be able to be part of the defence 1 minute, and then you'll see him at the other end just a couple of seconds later. I know it's only his debut, but I'm expecting a lot from him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Icardi. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's going to go a long way. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ribery. Icardi. Look at the space here. Cafu. Beckham. Oh, red. Nice interception. And it's Vitinha. Oh, that's superb. Ribery. He can get that clear. Foden. Inter Milan are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Perez.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Icardi. Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri. Perez. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Ribery. Now it's Icardi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Ribery. And he's being shifted off it. Cafu. And it's Bale. Out to the left it goes. Perez. Turns and goes back. Now there's a fine ball. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that pass just didn't quite work. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Serginho. Perez. And it's Serginho. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? It's a pretty loose pass. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Bale. And he's forced to go back. Sends it crossfield. Perez. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he get it through? Fernando Torres. And the shot! Goal! Al Hilal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Foden.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Bale. Endrick. He's got away. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Ribery. Probing pass. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Mauro Icardi. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. Camavinga. There he goes, motoring forward. Now it's Bale. And it's Ribery. And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Ribery. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Camavinga! Swung over. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cross to the back post.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Bale. Rodri. Cafu. Gently done. And here's Ribery. Now it's Hazard. And it's Vitinha. Al Hilal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a good-looking delivery. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Aimed beyond the defence. Bale. Applies the finish! No, he's missed it.
Bale probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Foden, he has found the way through. He slings it in. Endrick is there, and he can get that clear. Tries a shot! Bale.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Ribery.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Camavinga. And Cucurella. And this is Icardi. Shoots! And that has been clubbed away. Bale. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Al Hilal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Perez.
Al Hilal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Endrick. Well, played right into his path. Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Ribery, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 22, il numero 15.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bale goes short. Takes a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Bale really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Good ball over the top.
Oh, good ball!
He's beaten on the finish! And yes, it's there! Inter are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Inter really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Hazard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Hazard has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Olmo. Odegaard. That is a great pick out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Torres.
Oh,
A glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a searching pass. That has ended up in no man's land. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter can always take more positive.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Inter.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. And that is as far as they're going to go. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernes. Can he get it through? No, not quite on the same wavelength.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Azar. Kamavinga. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. Azar. Probing pass. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Azar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now the breakaway. Quarter of an hour played. Foden. And he was quick to react.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Pass somewhat off target. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Ribery. Played out to the right. Foden plays it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Vitinha. And here's Rooney. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. Delivers the ball. Costa Curta tries to clear.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he plays one through. Face to face with... Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to get it clear. It's gone for a throw-in. And they win it back again. Now the ball's gone astray. There's the terrific header. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Stood up well to him there. And this is Rooney. Rooney was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played back in. It's a pretty loose pass. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on...
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Mbappe, and this is Messi. Azar. Rooney. Here's Vitinha. Foden.
Minutes has been
Now
indicated.
it's Rooney. And it's Vitinha. Ernest. Ambitious ball here. No, it's come to nothing. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution in progress.
The second half then, just getting going.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Ball is over the line. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
There's the shot! Camavinga. Ribery. Azar. That is good alertness. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mbappe! Well read, nice interception. Alonso, looking tidy in possession here. Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Manchester United take the lead. Now it's Ribery. And it's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. And the finish! Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Mbappe. Not the most convincing of... Oh, he's been caught napping! Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
This might spell danger. Chance! Vitinha. Foden. Vitinha, who does have an assist to his name. Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Played into space. Well, nicely intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the return pass. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Picked out brilliantly. They're urging him. Big chance! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. Here's he's one-on-one, surely, and a chance! It's fallen kindly here. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Tchouameni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Xavi Alonso. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted.
2 added minutes has been
Vitinha.
indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Kimmich. Cucurella. And it's Ribéry. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. This could be their final throw of the dice. It's their second corner of the game. Costa Curta clears it away. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Played into space out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Now it's Icardi. Over to the left. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Icardi. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vitinha gives it back. Looking to play him in. Now it's Icardi. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more...
Great chance! Hazard. Looking for options for movement. That has ended up in no man's land. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Girassi. Saliba with a definite foul there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bayer claims it, and the danger passes. Kostic. Inter Milan, yet to have an attempt on goal. Chance for a shot! Goal! PSV! And PSV have the lead! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
PSV are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He won't be happy with that one. DiMarco is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's DiMarco. Oh, such a clever touch. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's gone loose. Hoisted in. Spread it left. Koundé. Kimmich. Ribéry running with the ball. That looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get free. Icardi. And Icardi!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pedri. And it's Kostic. And the pass is intercepted. Foden. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now he's got space here. A probing pass.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kimmich. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Spread out to the left. Kostic. Now DiMarco. Pedri. Maddison. Look at the space here. Maddison! That's a half-decent try. Azar. And it's Camavinga. And it's Cucurella. And Cucurella. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Salamanca's. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Pedri. Not the most convincing of passes. And they win it back again. Bremer. Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Inter Milan still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. DiMarco. Now it's Kostic. He is through here. In towards the back stick. PSV with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. That's a sharp pass. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh no, this does not look good. It could be in here. Foden. Plenty to aim at here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Maddison, who's set up one goal so far. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's been cut out, well played. Camavinga. Gabriel. Here's Vitinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Saliba. And Alexander-Arnold. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Selmakers. Koundé. Kimmich. Pedri. Oh, well played. Camavinga. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Saliba. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Tries to pass it through.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Salmakers. And it's Koundé. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And a chance! Kostic. Kimmich. And it's Koundé. Girassi. He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Has crossed in. It's a mighty effort! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
PSV are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's...
And he shoots! It's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Inter Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's got away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental
Borussia
occasion.
Dortmund against Inter.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And no, that was never going to make it.
Christian Vieri will no doubt be eyeing a goal or two.
Well, he's always the natural target, isn't he?
Yeah, and I should add that it's not all about goals for him, because he's a wonderful shielder of the ball and a trigger for the runners from midfield.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either. Up he goes! Just off target.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Alexander-Arnold. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to play it through. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal.
It's a quick one. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Ribery. Cucurella. He's in a great position here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Short changes him with that pass. Guardiola. And this is Vieri. Ribery.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Played into space. Guardiola. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Vitinha. And the shot. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Icardi. Foden. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's been slipped through. Goes for a shot! Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold standing over it. Takes a shot! Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And here's Pedri. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Oh, delightful ball. And this is Icardi. Icardi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Borussia Dortmund looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Belletti. That's a shade optimistic. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's an imaginative pass. And the pass is intercepted. Gabriel and Cucurella. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal! Shot at goal! Long ball upfield. Bellingham. And it's Ribery.
1 minute added time.
And this is Icardi. Foden. Oh, important interception. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half. No reported change to either side during the break. And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vitinha has created one goal already. Spread out to the left. Neuer gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Bellingham. Foot in. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. It's a good spell of possession, this. Pedri. No, he's not getting his way this time. Pedri is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Camavinga. Vitinha. Bellingham.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of...
And he shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Ribery.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Icardi. He's having a shot! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goals should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 17, Bellingham. Number 7.
So the manager can make a change
Mbappe.
for the first time in the game here.
Number 18.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Ribery. Now it's Icardi. Cucurella. That's good vision. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vitinha wins the duel this time, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Rooney. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. That is good alertness. Half an hour gone in the second half, and he's intervened well there. Vitinha. Rooney. Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pedri. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He has a look up. Ribery showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Vieri. That's a nicely shaped ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh no, what has happened here?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cross flung in towards the middle. And this is Ribery. And it's Vitinha. Vinicius Junior engages and forces him off the ball. 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Ribery. Now it's Hazard. Chips it through. Cleared without complication. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Camavinga. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Ribery. And it's Icardi. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And that could set him on his way. Diogo Dalot is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He has found the way through. In it comes. Azar.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, that's well spotted. Azar. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Ribery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared without complication. Elects to cross. That's a decent clearance. Strokes it back.
And now they've got a chance to...
Vitinha! And that's caused a worry or two.
Vitinha certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vitinha, oh, nicely intercepted. Raul, now it's Raul. He has a look, takes a shot, and he's done it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Azar. Hazard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Oh, well measured. Oh, look at the space here. That's an excellent interception. Mbappe. Diogo Dalot. He's found a way through. And this is Torres. And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Hazard. Oh, what a mistake! Chance! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
We knew what was coming. And a chance! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Inter Milan take the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Icardi. That's a cute ball. Courtois needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Mauro Icardi. Well, there's a probing ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
And we're underway again. Hazard. Pass is just off target. Eder Militao. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Torres. Now it's Raul. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Raul. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Looking for a runner. And this is Icardi. Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Camavinga. And it's Rodri. Distributed tidily. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. It's played through for him. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hazard going full tilt down the left. Hazard. That's a little off target. Antonio Silva. Icardi. Mbappe. Vitinha. And he's there to get it away. Throw it.
Substitution.
And it's Ribery. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Hazard. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Hazard. He is through here. The ball goes in.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ødegaard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And here's Torres, and Torres! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitutions taking place.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage...
And the shot! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Oakland Roots really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Chance for a shot!
Oakland Roots really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Raul.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Camavinga does well to get it back. Now that's well seen too. Spread out to the left. Raul. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Couldn't squeeze it through. And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed it.